DBZ and Dragon Ball Super Sagas where Vegeta has the best fights. Vegeta's new Super Saiyan Blue strength gives him the edge against Golden Frieza. Dragon Ball Super's first two sagas begin on a polarizing note where they adapt and expand upon Dragon Ball Z's final two canonical films, Battle of Gods and Resurrection. Dragon Ball Super's God of Destruction Beerus saga ultimately makes a greater impact than the following Golden Frieza saga. Goku and Vegeta are stuck in training with Whis for the bulk of the storyline, oblivious to the fact that Frieza has been resurrected and is stronger than ever. The problem with this saga is that none of the smaller fights with the other Z fighters hold any value. If anything, Gohan and Piccolo's fights against Frieza Force members, Shirsami and Tagoma, belittle them and highlight how much their skills have lapsed since Dragon Ball Z. No one is at their best here, and there are many moments where these battles attempt to recapture the magic of past highlights, like Piccolo's Saiyan Saga sacrifice for Gohan. Vegeta vs. Goku. Vegeta's fight with Goku is best remembered for its profound influence. The rivalry kickstarted is one of the most famous in all of anime. Their drives to grow stronger and surpass each other are inspiring in many ways, both in and out of the story. Beyond its legacy, the fight itself is engaging in its own right. Goku's Kaioken X3 assault on Vegeta, followed by one of the best-looking beam struggles of the franchise, is pure exhilaration. It's also one of the only fights in Dragon Ball where all the combatants struggle by the end of the battle because of how exhausted everyone is. Vegeta vs. Zarbon. Zarbon was the first opponent Vegeta had to fight with more than just brute force. This is because Zarbon was also the first opponent to outclass him in power, after transforming. Even after his Zenkai boost, the Saiyan Prince relied on cheap tricks like dropping dirt in his opponent's eyes. This fight proved that Vegeta wasn't only strong, but he was also cunning. This confrontation was also interesting because of the race for the Dragon Balls. His tactics on this front were also clever, hiding a Dragon Ball so he'd have to be taken alive, stealing the Frieza Force's balls while Zarbon and Frieza were still on the ship, and even blocking Krillin and Bulma from escaping with their Dragon Ball while fighting Zarbon. Winning was one thing, but the Saiyan Prince also needed to end up with more Dragon Balls by the end of it all. Vegeta vs. Rikum. Vegeta's fight with Rikum, and the rest of the Ginyu Force, would mark his first official team-up with the Z-Fighters. Before this, he only needed allies as underlings to deal with weaker fighters. This is the first time he thought of working together as the only way to win. Unfortunately, they all got wiped out anyway. Regardless, Vegeta's transition into a full-fledged Z-Fighter began with this team-up. Later, when Goku arrived and beat Rikum, Vegeta was more than happy to deliver the killing blow in his stead. This started an argument between the two about the value of mercy and what it takes to become a Super Saiyan. Both of these things would become important in the fight with Frieza.